If not for Shakpa, oh no. By now, I should have been a UK pharmacist, practicing full time in the United Kingdom. Or for Shakpa. In fact, I think I'm speaking the mind of majority of Nigerian pharmacists. If not for funds, a lot of us would have left the country to relocate to the United Kingdom or to Canada or to Australia or to other developed countries instead for better career path, better career progression or for Shakpa. Meanwhile, I believe that there are some people who have the funds or probably have sponsors but don't have the information. And that is why in today's video, I'm going to be sharing step by step information on how you can, transition from a Niger pharmacist to a UK pharmacist. So don't go away. But before then, I'd like to say a very, very big shout out to all of my subscribers. I remember I made a video where I said I wanted to quit YouTube, but the response that I got, the feedback was so massive and encouraging. It was elating. You guys supported me, you encouraged me with your words. Thank you so much. And within 24 hours, in fact, in less than 24 hours, I had over 20 new subscribers. That's amazing. And I think YouTube saw that and they decided to unlock one interesting feature for me, and that's the community tab. Now, I have a community tab where I can share my pictures with you. I can also share your YouTube channels if you have one. So don't hesitate to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to my channel and smash that notification bell. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your support. So, without wasting much of your time, let's quickly dive into today's topic, which is transitioning from a Niger pharmacist to a UK pharmacist. Pharmacy is a highly regulated profession everywhere. So, regardless of the country you are moving to, even as Nigerian pharmacist, if you are, or as overseas trained pharmacist, if you are coming down to Nigeria to practice as a full-time pharmacist, you need to go through the conversion process. I have a friend like that trained in the Ukraine. When she returned back home, she had to go through the conversion process of about 6 weeks. Yeah, before she now did the internship, she got an internship placement. She served, and in 2019, we were the pioneer set for PEP. That's the PEP exam. That's the pharmacist pre-registration examination for pharmacists that is started in 2019. So we were the first set to write that exam. We paid for it. And majority of young pharmacists were complaining, how will you tell us to start paying for an exam? Are you trying to say that the certificate we already obtained from university is not enough, it's not good enough, or you just want to sign funders? But honestly, it's the same almost everywhere. Let me say Nigeria is trying to was trying or is still trying to imitate the United Kingdom, our colonial master. So overseas or in the UK, let me be specific now. In the UK, you also have to write the exam and you will pay for the exam. So it's nothing new. It's obtainable elsewhere, even in developed countries. So the first thing you have to do when you want to do the conversion is first to go to GPHC website. That's their General Pharmacist Council. That's the GPHC. You have to go there. You have to evaluate your Nigerian certificate, either your B farm or your farm B, as the case may be. You have to evaluate that and you have to pay for it. So you submit certain documents. I think you submit your transcripts and all of those. And also, you need to prove your English proficiency. So you have to write IELTS academics, and you need to score nothing less than 7 points in all or in each of the four modules. You need to score seven in all of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. That's a lot, but it's achievable. We are Nigerians now. We understand English. You can speak English very well. So after that is done, the GPHC is going to approve your certificate, and then uh, you have like 2 years period to go on with your school application to start searching for what school you want to apply to. And that takes us to the next step, which is looking for what school to apply for, OSPAP. So in the UK, there are just 5 universities that are offering OSPAP course for now. OSPAP is Overseas Pharmacist Assessment Program. So all overseas pharmacists who want to get licensed in the United Kingdom to work, we have to do that course. So first is you have to start looking for school. Let me quickly highlight the five schools. We have Aston University, we have Kingston University, University of Sunderland, University of Brighton, and the fifth one is University of Hertfordshire, whatever, Hertfordshire. So those are the five universities that offer OSPAP, basically. Don't mind me. So you can choose to apply to more than one university so as to try out your luck. So you apply, and once your admission has been approved, you have to go through the tier 4 visa. You obtain your visa, you spend a whole lot of money, and then you successfully migrate outside Nigeria to the UK. On getting to the UK, the OSPAP course is just 1 year, one whole year. After which, when you're done, you now start looking for places to do your pre-registration training of another 1 year. So the next step is after your OSPAP, you apply for pre-registration training in some facilities, whether you like it in the community or in the hospital or in the industry or whatever aspect of pharmacy practice you would want to have your internship. So basically, their pre-registration training is like our own internship here, and it's also paid. So that way you can get to recover some of the money you've been spending from back home. After which, when you're done with your training, you would have to shadow during your training, you have to shadow a licensed pharmacist. So your duties are restricted. You have a number of things you will not be able to do because you're not yet licensed, of course. So when you're done with your pre-registration training, the next thing is to apply and pay for pre-registration assessment, which is like our own PEP here. So that pre-registration assessment is it has varieties of question formats, including MCQs, German, that's filling the gaps, and so on. So you have 3 attempts, just 3 attempts at that pre-registration assessment. After which, if you don't pass after your third attempt, you can no longer apply. And that means you can no longer get your license in the UK to practice as a pharmacist. But the good news is that maybe in another video, I'm going to share other things, other job offers or other aspects of pharmacy where you can practice without necessarily having to get a license to do the jobs. Like in another video, I'm going to share some offers or some jobs that you can do as a Nigerian trained pharmacist who is yet to be licensed. So there are some other jobs that you can do in the UK, just like we have here as a Nigerian pharmacist. You don't necessarily need your license before you do certain jobs like the medical sales rep or like locum pharmacy or some other pharmacies like that. You don't necessarily have to. Some other roles like that, you necessarily have to submit your license to do those jobs. So also it's obtainable in the UK. There are some job offers, some organizations that you don't necessarily need to tender your license. So you can just use your BFAM, your certificate, to do those jobs. When you're done with the exam and you have passed the exam, no matter you become licensed to practice in the UK. And the additional plus, you already have 1 year work experience while you were doing your training. So you just need 4 additional years to work in the UK for you to qualify and register for your indefinite leave to remain. If you decide to wait back and get your citizenship, because I believe, of course, you want to stay back. That's why you went there to do your conversion. So once you're there, after 4 years, you can then apply for indefinite leave to remain, which is a step to citizenship, like permanent residency. So it's that straightforward and it's that easy. And I believe that it's worth it. So a lot of us, we just need to, gather funds or we just need to raise funds to be able to first go for the OSPAP course. Once you're done with the OSPAP course, everything falls in place. So basically, that's what I have for you. This video is going to be, or this topic is going to be in series, and this is like the first series. So maybe in subsequent videos, I have to talk about the financial implication of transitioning from a Nigerian pharmacist or overseas pharmacist, as the case may be, whichever country you're going from, to a UK. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye
I
for
told
now.
you I'm not here to mess around, and you've been acting